should really look in the mirror before I start this thing. Good morning. Happy Monday. That's not any better. Hi. I I decided today, since it's pouring down rain, well, not at this particular second, to dry my hair straight, because that way the humidity will cause it to curl back up. Why do I do these things? Anyway, we've had hi. We've had a brief break in the rains. And whoop, say Penny, can you say good morning? Good morning. A brief break in the storms. Let me tell you what's the truth. I don't even know what time it was, but there was an explosion of noise. I don't know what time. I'm gonna guess 4-ish. I woke up at about 6:15. So I think it was way before that. Is why I'm guessing that. Penny was tucked up at my back on top of the covers, and Gracie was under the covers at my belly, right? This is how we always sleep. Okay, so anyway, we're all tucked in and sleeping when the thunder and lightning and everything started going on, right? And we were quickly jerked awake. Let me tell you something, that thunder, I thought Jesus was stepping through the clouds to get us. I was like, here I am, Lord, take me. Please take me. But it wasn't him. Or at least I hope. Are y'all still here? Anyway, Gracie, under the cover, where it's safe and warm, decides that she's going to take off running. Yeah. Using my stomach as her, what do you call it? Like a, like a running board, like a, I don't know what you call it. That was quite an awakening. Penny didn't even move. She was sound asleep. Anyway, I went right back to sleep though, because I'm not one of those people that's gonna stay awake during a storm to worry about what might happen. I'm just like, okay, Lord, protect me. And I go right back to sleep. Right back to sleep. I know, something bad, something terrible could happen. A tree could fall, but you know what? I could go sit in the hallway. I mean, there wasn't a tornado, I don't reckon. But I could go sit in the hallway and the tree could hit the hall. Or I could run to the den and the tree could hit the den. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I just go back to sleep. Sweeping. I'll be sweeping like a little baby. Anyway, that's all for now, because I've got to work. Time to walk Penny. Definitely can't wear those, because it has been raining all night, and I just pulled half my sock off. Dadgummit. This was supposed to be such a cool transition, and it's just not working out that way. You know, if any of y'all watch Suits to Boots, how she just takes her heels off and then puts on a pair of boots so easily. Yeah, that's definitely not me, but I'm putting on my cute little bee rain boots and to go walk. Okay. Hi, it's me again. Well, you're not going to believe this. Well, you probably will. But I went out to walk Penny in my bee rain boots, and I walked down. I started my video on the driveway, walked up the street, walked through the yards. I was telling my whole big old story, and then I walked all the way home, still recording. Yep. And when I came in and said, hold on, and went to hit stop recording, I was so confused because it wasn't recording. So now I have to start all over again, but that's okay. It's a funny jail story. But first, the backstory, right? Because you have to know how my mind works and how I come up with these thoughts. So one of my friends from the sheriff's office is on vacation. I think he's in Greece. Yeah, here I sit at work and he's in Greece. But anyway, so he took a picture of a drawing that was on, I guess, a wall or something that he had seen in Greece, and he posted it on Facebook and said it reminded him of something that was inside of a cell block. So I just wanted to tell y'all my experience with the drawing. Okay, I don't know if somebody's not wanting me to make this video or what, but every time I get started on it, well, either I just don't record it or I get a phone call. Anyway, I'm gonna try it again, okay? All right, so the picture that I saw, if you will. All right, so let me set the stage, because you know I have to set the stage. All right, so I worked in the jail, and I was in the training unit, and we had a guy come to work for us who was a former police officer, and he thought he would transfer over to the sheriff's office to semi-retire because he thought it was going to be a lot easier working at the sheriff's office than it would be working as a police officer on the road. Yes, he did. Now, some aspects of that might be true, in that when he would be working on the road as a police officer, they do traffic stops and they respond to 911 calls. Now, I'm only speaking of my county in my state, Cobb County, Georgia, so it could be totally different where you live. But working at the sheriff's office, you work in the jail fugitive division, which means you go out to serve the harder crimes. The warrant division serves warrants of all kinds, and we have a narcotics unit and court security. I mean, you know, we do all this stuff, right? Well, anyway, so he comes to work for us thinking it's going to be easier. All right, well, I took him down to APOD on a tour, okay? And APOD was, at the time, it was empty because they were doing renovations. In its day, APOD housed some of the worst of the worst of the worst. But you have to remember something about a jail. A jail is pretrial, which means they have not, most of them have not been sentenced. Some people can be sentenced and stay at the jail to be an inmate worker, but the high crime inmates, once they're sentenced, they would go to a prison. These high crime inmates would be down at APOD. I'm not going to say the names of the crimes, but I'm sure you can use your imagination, okay? Because I don't want any flags thrown out on the field, if you get my drift. So I take him down there, and I'm showing him around. Now we're in the segregation unit, which just means that if we had a person come in that was, say, well-known, then they would be in the admin segregation cell block so that they could be protected because, again, remember, they're pre-trial. They have not been convicted yet, right? So our job as a jail was to protect them. So sometimes their crimes were not even that bad, but we just had to house them down there to keep them safe. Okay. And then we had a disciplinary segregation unit where people who could not function well, could not play well with others, might have to go. Like the lady who, in a jail setting, you're dealing with 30 to 40 inmates, and that's why it's always really good to be kind to the inmates, not let them push you around, but treat them respectfully and help them with whatever their needs were if possible. You know, if they ask for a form, give them a form kind of thing, because they're going to have your back if you treat them well, okay? So anyway, I was like, you treat them good, they're going to treat you good. They'll have your back. They'll even come in and fight for you if need be. They will. I've seen it happen. Anyway, so we're just still talking along, and then I walk into one of the cells to show him. Boy, did I pick the correct cell, because there was quite the drawing on the wall. Yes, there was. It was quite a drawing on the wall. And I was like, well, would you look at that? And suddenly that, whatever size room we were in, 6 by 6, 8 by 8, I don't know how big it was, but it was shrinking fast, and I was getting hot because I was getting embarrassed, and I was like, well, let's go back out here. And I know he could tell I was embarrassed, but I was not expecting that, you know? Not that I had never seen it before, but It was just awkward. It was just a very awkward moment. But anyway, now when I say there was a painting on the wall, that doesn't mean that they had markers or paint, you know, to paint on the wall with. They would use, yes, they would. They would use things they found and scrape the paint off the wall to create an image. Yeah. So now they did have pens, writing pens, that they could use, you know, to write letters and such. So sometimes that was used to scrape the paint. But anyway, I know at one time, you know those big pens where the little wiggly part, the little ink thing comes out of the hard plastic part? Sometimes that was what was given to them. I don't know if they still do that, but anyway, just another way to keep them from having sharp objects. But they're always going to find something to create a sharp object with, because they would take toothbrushes and just grind them on the cement, the part that doesn't go in your mouth, the handle. They would take that other end of the, you know, toothbrush, and they would grind it until they made a sharp point and make a shank out of it, which is a knife. You know, a knife. Anyway, but yeah, it was quite the artistic drawing of something very naughty, okay? It was very naughty. Kind of like what my friend posted that he had taken a picture of in Greece. Yeah, which I wasn't expecting that either. But, I mean, like, this was not even just a drawing of in Greece. It was like some sort of bronzed piece of art that was very graphic, very graphic. I was not ready for any of it, but at least when I saw the picture on the Facebook of it, it wasn't as awkward and embarrassing for me, you know, because I was just like, oh my. But then it reminded me of the story, so, you know, it did its job. But some people, and I'm going to end with this because you're going to be so grossed out, you're going to want to leave. And turn away now if you're easily grossed out, even though I'm going to let you use your imagination. But some people like to draw on the walls with other things. Do you get my drift? Yeah. They would take it and use it to draw on the walls. And that's that. I guess I'll end with that. So this has been kind of a crazy video because of all the distractions, but I hope you were able to keep up. I'm going to let you go. I hope you've had a great day. Remember that I love you and Jesus loves you, and I hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy and the world's gone mad. Yeah. And God shed his grace on thee. And, oh no, I'm going to start singing now. Okay, have a great day. Love you, mean it. Goodbye. Goodbye.